Hi everyone, it's Vismaya Rubin, founder of Living in Gratitude Today, teacher, speaker, best-selling author. But you know, my favorite role is that of a gratitude gangster. What? So we are in week 4 of Recommitment Month. And week 1 we talked about making a commitment to one thing in our own life for ourselves. So you know I've been walking. That was what I was committing to for the next 30 days. I think I'm on day 43 or 44. Week 2, we talked about committing to your relationships or recommitting to your relationships. How are you interacting with the people that you love? Are you losing your temper because we've been in lockdown or on lockdown for so long, and now we start to have a little bit of freedom? Things have been maybe shifting for you a little bit. Or are you still in that space where everything that person does is like, are you ready to claw at them? And if you didn't recommit to that relationship, recommit now. You have the opportunity. And that's the beauty of this. We can recommit and recommit and recommit and recommit and recommit. It's not just, I messed up, I don't have to do it anymore. No, if I fell off and I shouted at somebody, recommit from this moment on. Are you being more compassionate with the people in your life? Are you listening to them differently? Are you holding less grudges? Are you comparing less? Because when we compare ourselves to other people, what we do is we put up a wall between ourselves and that other person. And then last week I talked about, what was the best piece of advice you've ever received? And did you listen to that advice? And if you didn't, does it pertain to your life now? And if it does, put that advice into practice. And this week it's a very interesting week, and things are all, lining up synchronicity. There's synchronicity, let's say it that way. And I wanted to get on here and talk today about, Passover for Jewish people is the day that we gained our physical freedom. We left slavery. We were no longer slaves to the Egyptians. We walked through the desert for 40 days. And now on Shavuot is the day that we received our spiritual freedom. We received the 10 Commandments. Now, whether you're Jewish or not, if you believe in the stories or not, I love the ideas of, on Passover, I ask myself, what is physically binding me? What is holding me back? And on Shavuot, I like to ask myself, what are the thoughts? What are the things that's holding me back spiritually? What are the intangible things that are holding me back? I mean, obviously, when I think about physical, it doesn't always mean physical things are holding me back, but what are the things that are not allowing me to be my highest self? And we have a great opportunity this week to take a look. And again, talk about synchronicity. I also found this quote. It was from Barbara Fredrickson, and she said, "The negative screams at us, but the positive only whispers." And what I hope is happening for you is that as you practice gratitude, the negative screaming is starting to get a little softer, and you're able to hear those whispers of positivity. Yes, I get it. We're still in quarantine-ish kind of living, and some people are still staying home and not going out and doing things. But what is it that we're focusing on? Are we focusing on the fact that we're home and the negative stuff and the fact that we can't go out or do those things? Or are you focusing on, wow, you know what? I went for a walk today and I saw a double rainbow. Or even though I'm working from home and it's not what I love to do, I had the opportunity of watching my child, at school online and see how happy he was when he got the right answer and the teacher praised him. I got to see that firsthand. Or this is the first time, even though we're all crammed in the house together, we've had dinner together every night. So it's not avoiding that the situation is not exactly how you want it, but it's about seeing it from a different point of view, about looking at it from a different point of view. And I was thinking, this week I wrote to you on Friday and I shared with you about the advice that I had been given, the idea of discipline. We're taught to be disciplined and to follow routine from the time we're very young. In school teaches us about being disciplined. It teaches us, you go to first period, you go to second period, you do it this way, here are the rules, here are this. And my rebellious self, sometimes I don't like to follow rules, and I don't like to do those things, because in my mind, when I am disciplined, I can't do the things that I feel like doing. I can't do the things that I want to do just because I want to do them if I'm being disciplined. Because when I'm being disciplined, I'm doing the things that I've set up to do. I'm following my own rules. I'm following my own guidelines. I'm following I'm taking the steps to follow the vision I set for myself, even when I don't feel like it. So I used to really have this thought, like, man, if I'm disciplined, if I do this, that means that I can't, I can't be airy-fairy. I have to be. And what I'm learning is that when I'm organized and disciplined and I get things done ahead of time, I have so much more freedom to be creative and to do all the things that I love to do. So that was a big thing that was holding me back spiritually. It was holding me back from really exploding. The fact that I had, I was doing things at the last minute, I'm a procrastinator, and I'll always have that part of me with me. But it's about not acknowledging that side of me, because there's part of that side that does me really well. It serves me really well. I get things done fast in a jam. I can knock something out. I can learn something very quickly. All of those skills have been helpful. And when I organize and plan and I see when I do those other things a different way, what I notice is that my mind is freer. I'm not as stressed. I'm not running on that adrenaline. I'm able to breathe it in and do things at my own pace. So think about this week. What is something that is holding you back spiritually? What is something that's holding you back and holding you into that negative stinking thinking? And maybe you're not there, and if not, that's perfect. What are the thoughts that you're listening to? Are you paying attention to those loud negative thoughts? Or are you listening to the whispers? And I guarantee if you're part of this community, you are listening to the whispers. This is just a reminder. If you fell off the wagon, if you fell off the positivity treadmill, to get back on. If you're feeling like you're not, setting goals or being disciplined, or you didn't recommit to anything, now's your opportunity. It's always about making ourselves feel better, not about beating ourselves up. So I look forward to having you join in the conversation on our Facebook page. I've started to put out on the Living in Gratitude Today page daily action steps that are also part of the gratitude calendar. So it's just a little video I'm putting together every day. If you would like those sent to your mailbox, to your email box, like every day, a different video, I would love your input. Tell me what you think. Is adding that on as part of the Living in Gratitude Today membership, if you think it would be worth it, and how much do you think that people would pay for that, plus the videos that we're doing already. And as somebody who's already in the community, your membership stays the same. You will get the bonuses, but for new people, the price may be going up, and I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions on that. So I hope you're having a great week. I hope you're able to recommit to one thing in your life, and I hope that the things that are holding you back, you're able to look at them in a little bit of a different way this week and start to release some of those things. I love you. Thank you for being part of my community and allowing me to do what I absolutely love to do.